No.
Okay. So we're actually ready to start?
Yep.
Like it.
Marvelous.
Probably also. Why don't we do a video? Catch people up.
Are you okay?
Any episodes I've not seen because
Okay. Geez, where to begin?
I know, right? So
Probably
many
when
cool
Pippin-
episodes.
Probably when Pippin came back. I think that was the start of it. When Pippin and Leafa joined the dark side.
The dark side.
Okay. So,
It's not so much when last we left off, it's when last you tuned in.
well, last you could tune in. When last you could tune in, at least. So we'll pick up with the we'll pick up when Pippin and Leafa were taken. You were going through a small fortress south of the city of Thalikos. You fought a few vampire spawn, and in that fight, Pippin and Leafa disappeared. This was in a mission to rescue Nestor. So you went under this little fortress and discovered that it was at least believed to be some sort of planar confluence. There was a small underground magma flow beneath, and working some sort of magic, you saw Panjalkutra, the Rakshasa artificer, the necromancer Zementhil, still with Bordan under his mind control. Also apparently mind controlling Pippin and Leafa as well. And you saw not one but two Nestors. Figuring out one of them was a clone. You found the real one, right? You found one of them, the real one, rescued him, and concluded that you did something a little bit too soon, because amidst all the stuff, you noticed the force crystal, or the energy crystal rather, being one of only a couple you didn't have. So you got Nestor, you ran like mad, and what opened the doors to this keep was a drow with wild white hair flapping in a breeze that nobody could feel. You were then literally wished away, because you can right before concluding that this person that appeared to be a drow was in fact Yan Siben itself, or himself. You were informed that magic was broken. Yes. A few days passed. you sought audience with Mira, with Queen Mira and her Grand Vizier Min South, the Mind Flayer. Spoke to them and fought off shortly after arriving. You fought off a
Cultists and Rappaccini.
Nightwalker. And in the fight with the Nightwalker, Lady Rappaccini showed up and flat out killed Nestor, which a Revivify fixed.
At least we thought it did.
Indeed. Then stuff seemed to be a little bit off with Nestor. After a long rest, you found an alarm going off in his chambers, and his chambers empty and trashed. You found several dead guards that appeared to be killed by his handiwork that he utterly walked through with ease. And then you found him presenting
the Omni-Essential Matrix.
Yes, this perfect white sphere encased in layer upon layer of what appeared to be an invisible or nearly invisible substance. And flanking Nestor were Pippin and Lifa.
Now turned to the dark side.
After some dialogue, a fight broke out, obviously. It became an elevator fight for Nyexor. And
because Senku and Nestor kept healing him.
Yes. Nestor was kind of reduced to babbling incoherence. Ultimately, you successfully swayed both Pippin and Lifa to break it free of their mental compulsions.
Pippin by talking about draconic pride, and Lifa by, well, of course, the old staple of kitty cat scratches.
Yes.
I don't like that you're right, but go shut up and go in a corner and think about what you said. It's true.
You then got information about Zamansil's fortress. You proceeded to raid it, and on your way there stopped by a necropolis called Echo's Hill, where you met and kind of befriended another member of the party from 400 years ago, of Lich by the name of Richard, who was keeping his undead at bay, but there was an undead that he couldn't control, being Lady Anoia, who was picking off your honor guard one by one and turning them into vampire spawn.
The first one of which we dispatched rather anticlimactically.
Indeed. So you ultimately said, screw the ship and the voyage, and
we
Pippin.
Said, screw the ship and voyage. Let's get there let's take the express.
Yes. You essentially used demiplane a way to teleport there. This is true, and getting her out of your hair for the time being. You then had an interesting, not immediately hostile discussion with Zamansil, who, because of the intricacy of what he was doing, actually swallowed his pride, put his evil aside, and accepted your help. He led you through his fortress unmolested to big laboratory where he and Panjo Kutra were peeling off layer upon layer of quintessence from the omni-essential matrix, quintessence being a psionic substance that traps the object it coats outside of space-time, basically, or outside of the flow of time, really, thereby ensuring the omni-essential matrix could not affect things in the material plane.
We got almost all the layers off.
Yes, you did. And then Gan Sibin decided to barge in, sending her down, flying into the laboratory, knocking a bunch of devices over and falling unconscious.
And of course, Pancho Kutra and Zemansil screaming, "You fool!"
Yes, essentially. A fight then broke out with against Yan Sibin, who proved to be quite the contest for you guys, and then it was compounded by the fact that Inoya showed up.
Of course, before all that, our buddy Yanni decided to literally rip open the remaining 10 layers of quintessence.
Yes. No explosion happened, because essentially essentially the Matrix was, all the energies of the Matrix being pumped into him and into the magical weave at large. And some of you were able to tap into the Matrix to preserve some spell casting. Now, at some point between something Perrin, the Elven Ranger, said and Pippin having crazy ideas, Pippin got the crystals from everybody, and
Inoya showed up.
Well, Inoya showed up, and then the fight started going south, and Pippin got the idea to gather everyone's crystals and touch them to the Omni-Essential Matrix.
Several things proceeded to happen.
Indeed. The crystals got new powers and abilities. And with those abilities, you proceeded to kill Inoya.
For real.
Finish off Yan Sibin.
Nyxor killed Inoya. Rather dramatically, too.
Well, I say you, I mean the party at large.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. The party at large figured out how to, well, use the level 6 abilities, where originally the level of abilities only went up to 5 on the crystals. There's now 6. And as you picked up the crystals, you could sense there were even more. So you now have all the crystals. Yan Sibin and Inoya have been destroyed.
Well, we know for certain Inoya has. Yan Sibin we're a little less sure of.
But in the fight, the Omni-Essential Matrix, the Rakshasa Panchokutra, and Zemansil all escaped. Searching around, you found a secret lab within the keep that was designed for making spells. So, in what little downtime you've had, you've started doing that. There was then you then attempted to leave to find a whole army of undead, along with a Balor and a Pit Fiend working side by side. they said a few things. Perrin was able to parse out half of the dialogue.
They were testing the crystals. Which is oh so fun.
So you guys quickly noped out of there. Had a solid week of downtime where some of you, or Perrin read a book. You guys.
Perrin read a book.
Yeah, Perrin got a book. Perrin got a book, you got a book. And, well, Perrin read a book, and then on the 8th day, you also sold all that adamantine that's been weighing you down. Got yourselves rich, got yourselves poor by spending all the money. Got yourself some
Pippin.
And Nyxor.
got yourself some good upgrades.
What was the
that should be, I think it's in the general chat.
Ironwood Armor.
Called Ironwood Armor. It's armor you can don as an action at any distance, as long as you're on the same same plane as the armor.
Which is hideous and broken as all hell.
I mean, not really. I mean, I have an ability. I don't have it selected, but I could touch a piece of armor, and not only do I don it, I become proficient with it. So I could just don heavy armor despite not being proficient with it.
Which is, again, broken.
Not real.
It is. I mean, being able to don armor that your class wasn't built for is nice.
So you guys got some juicy upgrades. You began your spell research. And then you were summoned back to the academy at the capital of the ALP by Headmistress Lorenta. You did so. You returned. Find
Mysterious weather.
a dust storm blowing in. Curious and concerned, but not overly so, because this didn't seem like the cult's real MO. You observed it. Ultimately, you decided that the best course of action would be to sound the sirens for people to take shelter. And then, as it reached the edge of the city, you saw flashes of, blue sparks that were gargantuan, and buildings began to explode. And what ultimately flew out of the front of the sandstorm was a dragon.
The lightning sneezer himself.
Orac the Tyrant.
Is my father.
Yes. Yes, he is.
That's something.
Yeah.
Couldn't you have picked a better family member?
You proceeded to try and fight this dragon, but you quickly realized that if you continue to do so, it would be what's the phrase? A curb stomp.
A curb stomp on our necks.
Yeah. As much as it pained you to realize this is not a fight you can win.
Something
But it was a
Wanna-
fight we managed to get our own pound of flesh out of.
is something I want to do before
Literally
we all what we were.
perish. I'm pretty sure we left off with Pippin leaping off the building, firing off a Nova Blast, and yeah.
Well, I just so happen to have saved the initiative.
Borak really didn't like that stunt, did he?
He's a ginormous blue dragon. Doesn't like any of you.
He just likes us even less.
Doesn't even like me.
Yeah, well, he can hate us all he wants. He succeeds in hating us. I'm sorry, I had to use it.
Indeed. And it would seem that I was, in fact, an idiot. And did not save the initiative.
Well, I know Senku got a 23. Pippin also got a 23, but he goes after Senku, and Leafa was going first. I think it was then followed by Thunder, then Pat, then
Pat wasn't here
Aaron.
last week.
It wasn't?
Nope.
Okay, then it was probably Thunder, then Perrin. No, wait. Not Perrin. Heck. Sen, what's your name?
Hey,
You're like
Nestor.
the only person here without their Discord name changed.
Nestor.
Nestor, thank you. But
Nestor Ravenscar, also known as the cool guy.
yeah, Leafa, Senku, Pippin, Nyaxor, Nestor, and then the dragon. I don't know exactly what the numbers are, but I remember that.
I thought the dragon was higher in the initiative.
Yeah, dragon was definitely higher than that in the initiative. I think the dragon went first.
The dragon went after Pippin. I know that. Leaf rolled like a 25 or 26, and I remember specifically just at. Well, no, that could have been a legendary action.
Yeah.
Maybe the dragon didn't go last. Maybe the dragon went first, and that's why I thought it went last.
And I'm pretty sure the dragon was first up in the initiative.
I always thought it was last in the initiative just because of how it always went after Nestor. But that could have been because it was going
Nestor
first.
Was also using, considering Nestor is a lightning guy, of course the dragon would want to go after him, because to the dragon, that's an insult on his honor.
I don't mean going after him. I mean like after as in turn order.
Okay, so we have the dragon, we had Leafa, then we had Pippin. Or
Senku.
Then
Pippin.
Then Pip. Then Nyaxor. Then Nestor. Because Nestor did not roll amazing for initiative, nor does he have amazing dexterity.
Yeah, at least he managed to remember enough of the initiatives that they could puzzle it all out.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Although really, I have Pippin to thank for that. All right.
And if I recall correctly, Pippin took a flying leap off a building.
Yes. Which is essentially right where we ended. So, Nyexor, we'll start with you.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Well, for running back, I want to turn back when I see him again, and Axor will roll his eyes, and
Well, we're
you know
running down the
how
stairs, aren't we?
dragons will and that guttural thing.
Aren't we
Yes.
going down the stairs?
I want a crystal and cast another geyser cascade.
Oh God!
Axor not happy. Oh, this tick.
You're tired of this monkey fighting dragon in this Monday to Friday timeline?
I'm trying to think how I'm gonna say it.
Oh, take a second.
I know Sen got my reference.
Of course, I got your reference.
Oh yeah. I do not want to see you touch a soul in this town. Tickle me this. So yeah, I'm gonna do a geyser cascade right underneath him.
I like that. Tickle me this.
As part of this, I'm going to need you to make me a perception check, but you're going to do it at disadvantage.
What'd you do?
Oh, nothing.
Did you roll 2 nat 20s?
No. Close.
What, did it land on its side?
Yeah. Still rolled high. That's a 29.
Okay.
At disadvantage?
Yep, a 19 and a 17.
All right. So you step right up to the very edge of this broken and destroyed bell tower. Like the stonework is crumbling under your feet. You glance down, and at this point, the air is starting to get kind of filled with dust because the sandstorm is finally catching up. But you see enough of the ground, and you you hold the crystal out, and you sort of trace where you want this thing in the air. It leaves like a pink trail behind it.
Ew.
And there's a brief rumble before uh, around the dragon, and it goes higher than you are.
Borak does not like that.
Nyexor, make me an insight check.
You want me to help him out or no?
You cannot, in fact. You have already started running. You cannot see this at the moment.
Okay. Understood. And understandable.
Hey, a pretty good 22.
All right, please join me in the DM chat briefly.
Here we go again.
This eruption of pink liquid from the ground, you see on that long serpentine neck that his head craned backwards, and you have not just legitimately surprised him. You look at his face and you see the thinnest sneer. Do you detect a hint of pride? So you're going to have to go ahead and roll for me, because he's right under it. You're going to have to roll for me 15d6 plus 20. Ooh.
$73 Maggio.
Okay. Now you're also going to have to roll and deal yourself 3d6.
Yeah.
Because it drains you a little bit too. And he has to make a dexterity save.
Wow. That's pretty low damage. I only got 6.
Okay, so the crystal, like you like the crystal as you're holding the crystal, you see like a thin filament of pink energy, like penetrating through your armor, and you kind of feel it burning you as well. And as that happens, the geyser erupts. And with that, we can go back to the others. And
You had a phone call. You know, this is all I can see. I'm gonna put it in general chat whenever after us fighting this dragon. This is the dragon's reaction.
Hold on, let me look. This is gonna be funny, I just know it. Ah, yes, the all that for a drop of blood reaction.
Yep.
You guys may have not seen it. I seen. Yeah. Like when I did that.
gonna need to roleplay amongst yourselves for just a few minutes, gents. I'll be right back.
All right.
Solid. I surprised him, but I noticed he had sneak.
He did not like that, did he?
Oh, hell no. Probably not. Pretty sure I impressed him with that.
What all did you do to him?
Geyser Cascade?
Yeah, I know, but what did you do to him?
Let's see. 76 Damagios?
Ouch. I don't care what kind of color dragon you are. That's gotta hurt.
I'll be right back.
Seriously, Tiamat would be hard pressed to deal with that. Come on. More wormy boys, please. Thank
Boy,
you.
I missed this live reaction stuff. Oh, I missed it.
Live reaction stuff, huh?
Yeah, we're live. We've been live for over.
Woohoo!
Finally, it's working
As it should be.
as it should be. Yeah, peeps, I'm sorry. I haven't done anything in like a month. I'm broken. While I've been busy. Got my computer a couple days ago. Finally got it back set up. Doesn't need to go back in.
As for me, I'm currently playing Minecraft again because that's really fun. Yay!
Okay. So Niagzor, I saw what you did. That was your action. Am I to assume with your move, you're
Yep, we're
running
dashing
back down?
towards the forest. Or to whatever tree or bush that's near.
Well, you're in a bell tower, like 40 feet up. So your only real refuge is back down the flight of stairs that you used to get up here.
I do have the
That dream whatever? What was it called? Circle of Dreams or something? That's something else.
That's the druid. That's the druids. That's the subclass of druid he's in.
I have Rising active.
Oh yes, you do have Rising Tide active. That's correct.
I'm back.
Get additional like.
Well, like I said, right now you're at the top of a bell tower that's like been broken off and destroyed.
Anyone who's
So if I
watching,
dash,
if
I
you-
do like a 120.
Okay, so you're dashing down the stairs.
dashing down the
Yeah,
stairs.
yeah, it'd be 120.
You know,
Yeah,
no,
120
hold on.
feet.
He's
Yeah.
dashing down the stairs in a cloak of rising tide.
It's very important to your future, Senku, that you not finish that sentence.
I'm not going to. I'm just going to let the joke hang where it is.
So, yeah, you tear backside down the stairs. Now we come to Nestor. Nestor is going to give
It's called a boatload of haste.
Yeah. Nestor's going to give this thing a death glare. And over the roar of battle, you will hear him shout something. No one's close enough to actually hear it, but he will then start running back downstairs. He will start dashing downstairs as well. Now, it's the dragon's turn.
Is not happy.
All right. I need somebody to roll me a d6.
I got you.
Fun.
That's a 1.
Okay. That's good for you.
Okay, good. I rolled that one and I went, meep.
Wait, so we got the best possible outcome out of all this?
Well, there's really only 2 outcomes. It's either his breath weapon recharges or it doesn't.
Yeah,
Glad I rolled a
only
1.
recharges on a 6, huh?
Or a 5.
That's not good. At least I rolled a 1.
Now,
That was a whimper. Like, oh dear God, please help us.
I heard a meow in the background.
Maybe it was Zoe.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't see her around.
Okay, well.
But it wasn't me.
I forgot a crucial piece of information. Bear with me for just a moment.
Go for it.
Okay.
Well, that was worth the investment.
So we've got Leafa, Nyxor, Nestor, and Senku. So I have to roll a d4.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Actually, you know what? Nyxor, you haven't had this opportunity to do this in a while. Roll me a d4.
A 3.
A 3, you say?
Oh dear.
Okay, what's your armor class?
19 now.
You want I should boost that?
You can if you wish, but
Will it change the outcome?
I can't in good conscience tell you that.
I'm almost dreading it, but sure, why not? Nyxor's gonna need all the help he can get.
Okay. So you get a temporary against one attack. You get a +6 to your armor class, so it's 25 now. So essentially, you start to hear like roaring and rumbling. You guys come out of the flight of stairs that leads up to the bell tower. You're at one of the top. You're at one of the top floors. Students are like still running and panicking as classrooms and lecture halls are being evacuated. And Senku, you have just enough wherewithal to look to your left, and you see this enormous dragon maw looking at you through the windows. It turns its head sideways, lunges, shatters through the glass. You reach out and just shout, Nyexor, stop. Nyexor, you stop dead in your tracks as this enormous, toothy, fanged maw goes and crunches down sideways right in front of you. Sparks sort of play across its fangs.
Yes!
As well, meanwhile, as Nyxor is like sparking.
Nyxor, make me a wisdom save.
Good thing I have amazing wisdom. I don't get the +1 at all.
That is correct. You broke attunement to your
Sadly.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a +12 to that.
Something like that. 6.
So
Yeah, it would be +12.
That's a dirty 30 then.
Okay.
A dirty 30.
You resist the urge. You resist the overwhelming urge to wet yourself.
I am a dragonborn. I don't wet myself. I take pride.
You're a dragon. You're a dragonborn. You're also humanoid.
True.
Now, Nyxor, roll me another d4.
Oh boy.
That's a 4. Okay.
All right. Senku.
Fuck.
You see this dragon, it turns its head, its eye zeroes in on you as it, rips its horns, gouging out the ceiling. There's a nice gash in the roof. Sunlight and sand are filtering through. Everything goes kind of fuzzy and blurry. And you then see
I'm gonna be eating some damage.
you think that, but these two enormous claws crash through and they try to wrap around you. Instead, he can't really see, so he grabs there was like an armor mannequin. He grabs that and just thinking it's you, he just rips it away and flings it He got a natural 1.
Oh.
Oh!
So instead of having 2 claw attacks, he only got the 1, which he missed. Now we come to Leafa.
Leaf, are you there?
Kayla. Ring, 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 ring.
Did say she's
Muted.
on and off.
Yeah, I
Oh,
just
there she is.
found out that Lorenzo's dead. So, really?
It's your turn in the turn order.
Indeed. And she's with you guys, right?
Yes, she is.
Have anything specific you want to do, Leafa?
We just try to help kids get safe.
So she wants to help with the evacuation efforts.
Okay.
Practically escape to whatever plant is near. Because we're traveling.
All right. So I need Kayla to make me a persuasion check, but she will do so with advantage,
All right.
given the situation.
Hey, is that guy that was helping me alive?
You don't know.
You said persuasion?
Yes.
As soon as I find her persuasion. Okay, she got a 17.
17, very good.
Nice!
She knows this academy actually probably a little bit better than you guys at this point. So she there's nice big holes in the floor. She actually takes some time and helps a few older students down through it. Actually, and she says, "Don't forget to cast Featherfall." And stuff like that.
And probably send some of the little ones with the big ones.
Indeed. Yeah, all of that is part of the is part of the stuff you can do. Now,
Kayla being Little Miss Awesome over here.
yeah.
It's all of Lorenta that's left. Is her students.
I did not hear a word of that.
It's all of Lorenta that's left. Her students.
We'll get her back. Don't.
But she's dead. Saya said she's like evaporated.
There are spells powerful enough to bring people back from even that.
Yay!
And
Okay.
Sure,
I think druids get true res.
And I think I have a couple favors that I can call upon.
Yeah, druids do get true resurrection. That is a ninth level. That is a ninth level spell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I do have that prepared. Yes, I do.
It's going to be hellaciously expensive, but...
Yeah, you need diamonds worth 25,000 gold, which the spell consumes.
So we need to make again.
Or we just steal the diamonds from someone's destroyed shop.
There are so many worlds in there.
But it's for Lorenta.
Well,
True.
Pippin,
Someone's
what's your armor
magic
class?
things in-
Mine
Yes.
is it the dragon attacking?
Uh, it might be.
I'm currently falling behind the building, but my armor class is 24.
No. It is rolling at disadvantage to hit you, and it still does.
Okay, well, it is still affected by my hex, and I just rolled a 6, so it doesn't.
Okay then, it does not actually.
I love that ability, man. That ability's so good.
What, if you roll a 4, 5, or 6, it just doesn't hit you?
Yep. Eats my reaction, but I got 3 HP, man.
Oh, jeez.
I gotta
Oh,
pull out all the stocks.
I forgot about that.
Oh. Well, it has been a week.
Shouldn't have told me.
Shut up.
Senku.
You didn't hear anything.
Senku.
I am on
Yes?
full HP. What you talking about?
Yes?
It is your turn.
Is Pippin within range?
You have no idea where Pippin is. You look back. He was one of the last people to. He was one of the last people at the on the bell tower. And you look behind you. He is not there. You have no idea where he is.
Well, I know it's only for 1 round. But everyone within this burst, I can encase up to 10 allies within a 30-foot spread around me with a +5 armor class for 1 round. And since I'm one of the last people to go, I can boost us all with what I can use 6 charges to boost all of us with +5 armor class. And it's 1 standard action.
Are you going to use the level 6 wind ability?
Yeah, we need all the armor class we can get. So, boom!
Does Pippin
Okay.
happen to be falling at that particular level at that particular time?
No.
Darn. A man can dream.
One, two, three, four. Yep. So you can catch the entire party. So for the next round, everyone has +5 armor class.
Minus Pippin.
Minus Pippin.
I already got that temporary.
That's gone. It only applies to 1 attack.
Oh, okay.
This is for an entire
24.
round.
Yep. For the next round, you guys have +5 AC, and I'm assuming you're using your move to keep running.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pippin. Are you flying or are you falling?
Well, I can fall until I decide not to.
Okay, you should decide not to, otherwise you are going to hit the ground this turn.
Well, then just before I how far into my turn until I hit the ground?
I'll say it'll happen at the end of your turn.
At the end of my turn?
Yeah.
Ah, darn. Okay. Can I see, is the wall that I'm falling against, is there like any openings in it at all?
Not at this height, no.
What about any windows further down?
Not in this part of the school, no.
Oh, dang.
Suck it up and fly already!
What about the dragon? Where's the dragon?
The dragon is kind of behind you, and the dragon is kind of behind the castle for you. Like the castle is between you and the dragon.
And how far down is the ground?
The ground at this point would be 80 feet.
80 feet? Okay. Okay.
That dragon did not like what Nyxor did to it, did it?
Nope.
I wish I had a way to just teleport, just like snap and be out of here, but I wasted it. I need a spell slot. I need a 7th level spell slot.
Too bad, so sad, you know gots.
Indeed. Flicker step and notes. Forgot to bring up my notes on flicker step and on the thing. Okay, so how many charges do I have on my crystal? None. Okay.
You say that, actually.
I know I've currently used 6.
I had a full crystal because of the 7 days of resting without using it.
Yeah.
And then I used it for supernova.
So you should have... Or you should have... Supernova's 4, you should have 16 left.
No. I used it for supernova.
Oh, you used all... Oh, you did everything you could to jack up the DC.
Yeah. Which is wonderful and super useful, but it's like this one devastating attack. If it doesn't work, that's it. And I jacked up the DC to try to evaporate the dragon. It didn't work.
I'm gonna give you guys a peek under the hood. It didn't even have to use legendary resistance to pass that save.
Oh,
And where most creatures have 3 legendary resistances, it has 4.
Yeah. I don't like it.
You're not supposed to like it.
We're supposed to hate it, and we're supposed to kill it.
Well, I still have Far Step active because a minute has not passed.
Thought you lost concentration on that because it breathed. Or did you do Far Step after it breathed?
I know I lost... Was it Far Step? Did I actually lose Far Step? I might have lost Far Step. I don't remember if it was before or after. I'm just going to say it's gone.
Fair enough.
I have other ways to teleport.
Oh, yeah. Built tons of teleportation powers into Flicker Step.
Indeed. And now all of which now I could just use anyway, no matter what. And I could always just recast Far Step. Oh, this is difficult.
The class feature?
That's my legendary item. Or my legacy item.
Oh, right.
Yeah, there's really not much I could do here, is there?
But you do have means of teleporting.
Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna fly. I still have haste active on me because he hasted after the dragon attacked.
Yes, Nestor did pop a 7th level spell to cast haste on everybody.
So yeah, I'm gonna move.
We can do that?
Well,
we
he
should
did.
be dashing then.
Well, I mean, we have to evacuate the place. Yeah, that was the last thing we did yesterday. Yeah, I'm gonna move down and then I'm gonna use. So How far away is the ground, you said? 60? Or 80?
80.
80? Okay. I'm gonna like fall 10 feet and then fly the rest of the way down.
Okay.
We should be dashing.
I assumed you were, so don't worry about that.
I'm gonna fly the rest of the way down, and then is there anywhere like any buildings? Like what's within 30 feet of me?
What's within 30 feet of you? The academy. And that's about it. There are buildings. There are other buildings around, but they're bare minimum 100 feet away.
Okay. And would I be able to teleport into the building? Am I able to see inside of it?
At this point, I'm going to say no, because as you're falling, this dust is this sandstorm is blowing in.
Okay.
Also, you might know everything I'm going to do, but that's not going to help you since we know everything you're going to do. Strange, isn't it? Shutting up now. It's just reminding me of the whole dash scene from the OVA.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Ah.
Okay.
I didn't watch them.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use my bonus action. I'm gonna activate my Flicker Step boots to double my speed. I'm gonna use the extra 70 feet of movement to run into the building.
Okay.
And then what do I see once I'm inside?
You see a bunch of students with flanked by 4 teachers, sort of in the main entrance foyer.
Okay.
One of the teachers walks up to you and, well, he essentially asks, is it safe for everyone? Is it safe for us to get out?
Pippin's like, no, but I think I have a solution to get everybody out safely. But I'm gonna need everybody's help. Anybody who has the ability to cast any sort of magics. I'm gonna request help in forming my teleportation circle to increase the decrease the casting time.
Well, that's your. I'm gonna hold that thought for the moment. Now we're Nyxor.
I still have my action.
Oh.
I apologize. We'll go back. Hold that thought.
Okay.
I am very sorry.
Oh, you're good. I only use my movement and bonus action so far.
Okay. So, what are you doing with your action?
Well, I'd like to try to get some people who'd be able to help me to make a teleportation circle, so we can decrease the casting time from 1 minute to possibly something much less than that, if we have multiple people writing the circle.
I thought we were gonna do transfer via plants because that's a surefire.
Yeah, but I'm separated from you guys, and we got people down here who also need to get out. Pippin doesn't know where you guys are. He got separated. He's hurt. He's like bleeding from his pores.
Pippin, make me. You know what? Hmm.
I like that. It's like, is it safe for us to get out? No, but I need everyone's help.
Pippin starts teaching people how to cast teleportation circle so we can cast it faster. Ends up running the school later.
Make me an Arcana check, but you're gonna have to do this at disadvantage.
All right. What is my Arcana? My Arcana
Sadly,
is
I can't
8.
help. Otherwise,
Nope, you're not there. You're getting drunk.
Well, I'm going to use one of my lucky dice, and I'm going to make it a 27.
oh,
Um. So let's see.
I got to make it count.
oh, it's a hell of a way to make it count.
So 10 rounds.
You give me disadvantage, I just call it super advantage.
Super advantage.
Basically, if I roll disadvantage, I have to take the lowest number.
Mhm.
But if I roll my lucky dice, I get to choose which dice I take. So I have 3 choices, and I can just take whichever dice I want when I use my lucky die, which is awesome. So I rolled a 19 and like an 8. So I rolled a lucky die, rolled another 8, and just took the 19 because that's what lucky dice allows me to do.
Okay.
Lucky
I'm
dice
gonna
is
say
awesome.
the students aren't skilled or calm enough to help you. The 4 professors are. They see what you're doing, and they immediately start like they immediately begin doing this. This is going to take you're starting at this round. It's going to eat up your entire next turn, and it'll pop off on the action of the turn after.
Okay.
Right. So now we go to Nyexor.
So basically, skip Pippin unless he's being attacked right now.
Guess stick to point and get to the.
Great, but we got Pippin out there.
Well,
we
we
don't
don't
where he is.
know. Don't know.
That's the problem.
Can't metagame, buddy.
Actually, he's not. He is at. I recognize what he's doing. He's asking in character. We can't leave until we find him.
No, I'm
his
saying
character.
wherever Pippin is, if we can draw the dragon away from him, that might give him. I might give him some options.
Yeah, and Lou and Nestor pipe in. Yeah, and it'll cost us hours. So, Nyexor, you're continuing to dash? Okay. Well, regarding that, you're starting off, there's a nice big gaping hole in the floor. You can continue around it, or you can actually, try to scale down into the floor below.
Think of skill.
Okie dokie. I'm going to. Are you jumping down, or are you trying to climb?
got my thing going. Jump down. Because I am
Okay.
technically riding tide.
All right. So go ahead and make me an acrobatics check.
What does Rising Tide do when doing acrobatics checks?
Not much.
Yeah, it's probably not one of those advantage things.
Not exactly.
That's a dirty 20.
Not like he needs it.
I mean, +4. Meh.
Hey,
Dirty 20 is
Yeah.
pretty good.
you sort of jump down the column of water. The column the water you're surfing sort of stretches and extends down to cushion your blood, to cushion your fall, and you're on the floor below.
Anything down here? Like anybody?
Um, you do see people sort of disappearing from view down down one of the flights of stairs to be there. You didn't have enough time to see who. It was just like, oh, there's a person still heading down.
Going to our escape route.
Okay. You quickly enough, because you're not only hasted, you have an extra 30 feet of move speed, so you instantly or almost instantly catch up to a group of students, much older. They look like if they're not graduating, they're a year away from graduating. But they are terrified. And with that,
I don't want to save them, but it's like for how many?
As far as I knew, if they were touching you, you could.
I
I think it's like 9, depending on the casting of the spell. Something like that.
Let me take a look.
Say
Yeah, there's no there is no limit.
There
Oh,
is
that's
no
awesome.
limit.
Creature
I mean,
That is broken.
Yeah, you must have seen or touched the destination plant at least once before. For the duration, any creature can step into the target plant and exit from the destination plant using 5 feet of movement.
Does that mean the dragon could also come?
In theory, yes.
No,
no,
no. They're like, no, exclude him.
Blacklisted.
Or blacklisted.
I don't think that's a possibility that you can do with TVP.
Sadly.
Anyways,
Could I? You know, want to protect as many people as we can.
Yeah, I'll let you make a persuasion check.
Not greatest at this, but I'm gonna try.
Is he going to be making that an advantage?
No.
They're like, "Where's Pippin when you need him?"
I know, right?
Yeah, where is Pippin when you need him?
Uh, 18.
You calm a few of them down. They're sort of relaxed. They sort of immediately they see you. They know who you are. You're pretty famous, and they calm down a fair bit, and you're able to sort of keep them going with keep them going in a calmer manner.
Probably relay like we're trying to use travel via plant.
Okay.
I mean, I am strong enough. Well, up to you.
Yes, but at this exact moment, there's no need. You've sufficiently calmed them down.
Yes! Is the party following Nestor or Nyxor?
Yes.
You should.
All right, Nestor is up next. Nestor will try and jump down the hole and actually do as well. Nestor catches up to you pretty quick as well.
Woohoo!
So the party is fundamentally together, or at least within 20 feet of one another. And
Wait, that means Leva's down here too.
yeah. All right. Pippin,
Yes.
need a Constitution save.
Constitution save. Okay. That will be a 21.
21. Okay, good enough. And everyone hears this. There's this wham, and there's a shattering and splintering of wood. Pippin, as you and these teachers are transcribing this teleportation circle, the giant main doors to the academy fly off their hinges and just splinter and shatter. You don't actually take any damage, but and you like it startles you, but you manage to maintain focus and not and continue scribing this thing.
I am brave after all.
Yes, you are. Okay. And now I am going to need Pippin, go ahead and roll me a d4.
All right. That's a 4.
It's a 4, you say.
Oh, great.
It's either good or bad. Really good or really bad.
Well,
or maybe make something really bad mediocre.
Also, Senku, roll me a d6.
Okay. Shit! Sorry, Pippin. He's got his breath weapon back.
How do you
I got
know?
a
What did you
5.
roll? Yeah, but how do you know that's what the roll is for? I assume it is, but
I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
Stop it! We
you
need to
don't
stop
even know
it.
what the roll's for.
Okay. Well, okay, Senku, what's your armor class right now?
24, because it's still the same round.
Yes, I'm aware. Okay, so
And if need be, I can bump that up.
well, you know what? You may have to do that.
Then let's.
Okay.
So, yeah, my armor class is now for 1 attack at 30.
That's pretty darn that's pretty damn impressive. Yeah, you guys are in this stairwell and
As we're going into the hole.
big dragon head like just crunches and crashes through stone, wood, steel, all the building materials that make up this school. And he's got eyes for you. You see his, you see his tongue like licking the inside of its mouth. And you duck just in time. And Pippin, roll me another d4.
That's a 1.
Okay.
Wait, so technically our armor class is now at 26. Holy crap, that actually temporarily boosted my armor class to a 32.
Yeah.
Beefy boy.
I forgot Nestor hasted all of us.
Indeed. So,
Mace. Yeah, Mace.
so you guys then see this dragon rear up on its hind legs as it like lunges forward with both its hands, and it tries to with both claws crush Nestor. But Senku, you see that whirlwind you see that whirlwind surround him, and his hand these giant hands are buffeted away. And your ability utterly saved Nestor.
Yes! God, I love being the buff caster. It may only be for 1 round, but a lot can happen in 1 round.
Indeed.
Yeah, Nestor looks at Senku, because he knows Senku's responsible for this.
Yeah, Nestor looks at you and just gives you a thumbs up.
Senku replies with one of his own.
Okay. That was the dragon's turn. Now it is Leafa.
Right, Leafa,
Yes!
you there? Yes.
Okay.
Leaf is in a stairwell with two groups. There's a group of students in front of you. There's the party, and then there's a group. There's a group of students behind you.
So basically, you know that portable hole that I have?
Yes.
I am going to shove as many small children as I can into it.
There's no air in there, I don't
So
think.
they will be safe. Oh,
Yeah, but there's like no air in
No,
there.
I'll keep it open. It'll be fine.
It's like a 15-foot wide
Look,
thing.
it'll be fine.
There is enough air for a few. There's one person. There's enough air for one person for like 10 minutes. You can store 4 people in there, and there would be air for like a cup. Well, even if there's only air for like 2 minutes, you can then. I'll say it's a swift action to reopen the bag and let more air in.
And that's
But couldn't I
still
keep
like
it
20
open?
rounds.
Theoretically?
No, the bag, like when you open those bags, they're like 15 foot by 15 foot across for that bag. Like when Pippin opened it, I had to open it with a mage hand to carry the thing. Because those things open up wide. It's not like a bag of holding.
Okay, I didn't realize that. Dang it. But you said I could do like a swift action to open it up to
let more air in, yes. And I mean, I'll call it an action to open it in this particular case, and then students like the smaller kids jump in. It'll eat up your entire. It'll basically eat up your round, but you'll be
That's
able to
okay.
catch up. You'll still be able to move with your haste action.
Exactly. Then I can keep a bunch of them safe all in one go.
Okay.
And so just like every turn I'll just need to open it up real quick. Like, is that how it's gonna go? That'll be like my
Yeah, pretty
bonus.
much.
Okay, rad. I'm good with that.
All right, so you do that, and now. I want Leafa to roll me a d4.
Wait. What was that you said?
I want Leafa to roll me a d4.
Okay.
She's rolling for who gets attacked next.
How do you know, buddy? Don't know what it's.
Actually, I don't even have that up. Can you do a D4 for me real quick?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I got 3.
A 3, huh? Okay.
I mean,
What does it mean?
sorry if I kind of blew that open by accident.
Well, Nyexor, including the +5 bonus from Senku and your haste, what is your armor class right now?
6.
26. Okay. You're going to be eating some damage.
Too bad I can't actually do anything about that, can I? Or is that or did I use my reaction?
You used your reaction to help yourself. So, 25. Nyexor, give yourself 36 damage.
Okay.
The hole this thing made in this thing made in
69.
the hole
Nice.
the stairwell. This giant meaty tail comes crashing down on you.
Sorry, he just said 69. It's nice.
Indeed.
Y'all weird.
It's a.
It's just a number.
I'd explain the joke, but that would make it not funny.
Yeah. No,
Oh no,
I
I
don't
get
think.
the joke.
No, not on YouTube. No.
I understand the joke. I just don't care about it.
Well, Senju, it is now your turn.
Yeah. We're going to need as much of that wind as possible. And at this point, at the end of my turn, it goes away, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's one standard action to activate.
You gonna do it again?
I mean, unless I can cast haste on all of us and add another +2 to our armor class.
We're already under the effect of haste.
Okay, so yeah. Actually, how is everyone looking on health?
Pippin's dying.
Well,
But you
Yeah,
can't
but
tell him.
he's not with us.
Pippin is not there. Nestor is at about 30 hit points. Senku is
76.
Senku is 76. Nyexor, I believe, is 69.
Well, I think I would need to see Pippin. Critical.
Yes, you would.
Okay. This is gonna suck. It's either heal everyone or give everyone more armor class. Because I can't do both. If I'm correct.
You are, in fact, correct.
But I know for certain I can't just rely on boosting everyone's armor class in order to heal, in order to keep people from dying. So I'm gonna burn a fifth. I'm gonna burn a. Yeah, I get a 5th level spell slot. I'm gonna burn a 5th level spell slot on our good buddy Nestor and upcast that shit to 7th level. And I'm going to basically cast a boosted Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
I'm going to be doing some healies. Because he's the worst looking out of all of us, and I can't just rely on a boosted armor class to keep everyone safe. Not this round.
76 plus your intelligence. Or 78, I'm sorry, 78 plus your intelligence.
Nestor, heal 34 hit points.
Sick.
Unfortunately, this does mean our armor class does drop by 5, but still.
All right.
If anyone needs it, I can... Since it is still my turn, that means I get my reaction back. Which means if anyone needs it, I can boost their armor class up to 27.
Indeed.
So it's not as good
Not,
a buff.
it's not boosted up to 27. It's boosted by 6.
Okay, boosted by 6. Still.
Okay. Ooh. 6. Leaf. What is Leafa's armor class at the moment?
Leafa's armor class is. And she's boosted by that +5, is it?
Not anymore.
No. Okay. Then hers is 26.
All right. But she is hasted.
Yes.
Okay.
She has an insane armor class. She has the new highest armor class in our party.
And if she needs it, I can boost that to 32.
Thankfully, she does not need it.
So her armor class, she gets a +5 from being a monk because, unarmored defense, and her wisdom's a 5.
Good
And then
God.
+6 from dexterity because, dexterity is a 22. Then she has a +1 from her cloak of protection, elven kind. Then +2 from her bracers of defense, and then +2 from being hasted.
Jesus. That
She is
nasty.
tanky gal.
Yes.
Indeed.
And she
Okay,
attacks
so
like a.
personal.
She hits like a truck. A
Well-
truck with many spikes.
We're very lucky.
That's the way I like to do it.
Leafa is also very lucky that I rule that ties go to the defender.
Oof.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Because this thing got a 26 on the attack roll.
Oh no.
Fortunately,
Hey.
that meets Leafa's armor class, does not beat it. So Leafa, another big tail swipe comes in. There's a nice gaping hole, crash, and it comes right down behind you. And it takes out the stairwell. It takes out the stairwell just behind you. And you're very lucky you put so many kids in your portable hole. Because if you didn't, they probably would have gone squish.
I
Oh.
saved them. I saved them all. You all thought ill of me for shoving them into the hole, but I saved them.
Careful,
is
Leaf.
very
Don't
good.
go mad with power.
No, this is Kayla, not Leafa.
Alright.
Don't worry about that. It's Kayla
Pippin,
that's
you
losing
finish
her mind.
scribing and begin casting the teleportation circle.
Okay.
Nyexor. It is your turn.
So I don't have the +5 no more.
You do not have the +5.
We'll get 20.
Sorry I couldn't, do
Hush.
both.
Hush.
Yeah, seriously. There is such a thing as action economy for a reason.
Makes you think sometimes. I have to. Because I get so much I want to do.
I feel that. That's why I sit here for like 2 minutes sometimes just trying to think of what to do. Because I'm indecisive. And
Yeah,
on top
same
of that,
here.
I have so many things I can do. But I like that versatility, though. So that's on me.
Yeah, I almost have it worse than you do.
You'd be surprised, buddy.
Buddy. I get so many cantrips and so many spells that I
My
can
main
choose.
thing is, you know how many different abilities I have that take a reaction?
Anyhoozle, Nyexor, what are you doing?
Breaking out the glistening touch.
Probably not because I'm low on stuff.
I love that I'm making you guys think, breaking out the big guns with the crystals or holding your charges or burning it on the small stuff. By the way, I apologize, Nyexor. I need you to roll me 30d6 and add 40 to it. And while you're doing that, I will be right back.
What happened?
Whoa.
The geyser.
Yeah, the geyser's been going on for the past 2 rounds.
So, wait, what was it again?
It'll be 30d6 plus 40.
Oh my!
He's dead, isn't he?
No.
This thing has like 3,000 HP.
No, I was talking Nestor, Nyexor.
That's 133.
Okay.
Quite a few sixes in there.
That dragon did not like that.
X
So
6 plus 8, 14. Six.
Nyexor,
Hold on.
damage over time is awesome.
8, 12, 13, 14, 20. All right, you dealt how much damage in total? Thank you.
I thought that was being inflicted on Nyexor for a second.
Oh, not at
no,
all.
no.
No, this is Nyexor doing the inflicting.
Yep.
That
From
is
the
just
geyser he
pain
made.
Train.
If it was any other mob, it'd probably be dead.
I know.
I mean, that's over 2 turns. It got 2 saves, so
Yeah.
it just took 66 damage, and I will be right back one more time.
To feed his cat.
Not a clue.
Real quick testing. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, we can. Hi,
Okay.
Kayla.
Hi. I'm just
So,
places. So yes.
so much.
Fair.
It is nice being all together. I don't like the darkness so much of right now because everything is all death and try and make sure more people don't death. And yeah. I would wish it was less death and more chasing butterflies. But then again, that is not the essence of D&D, sadly. It is all about Dungeons and Dragons.
And I have an idea, somewhat of an idea for making kind of dark.
My campaign's not dark. It's just a campaign and it's fun.
I mean, yeah, it might be dark, but the darkness makes the light shine through so much more.
That's if.
We're motor hobos. It's an occupational hazard.
Just an occupational hazard.
We're we're Vikings. It's an occupational hazard.
I would not be
Yes, you
surprised if
got
I'm
the joke.
part Viking.
You think I'd not? That's my favorite movie. Literally like one of my favorite movies of like all time. I've watched all of them in theaters.
Have you watched the series?
I have. I've watched all the series.
They've come out with a new one.
Which one?
One where dragons have been found in modern times.
What's it called?
It's the latest Dragon series.
Oh. I'm not a big fan of most of the
Dragons
is it like one
the
of
Nine
the
Realms.
Ooh, I haven't heard of that one. I thought Dragons Rescue Riders I thought was stupid.
Yeah, what was Rescue Riders? What was it trying to be?
It was some kid show. It was like they took Transformers Rescue Bots and turned it into dragons. And Transformers Rescue Bots was already bad enough. But I'll have to look it up to see if it's any good.
Hey, I happen to like Rescue Bots.
Nothing against you. I just don't. It's just not my cup of tea. I thought it took like the essence of what Transformers was and like threw that out and just turned it into a kid's show about fighting fires and rescuing people. I don't know. I tried. I couldn't watch it. But I tried. Just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, the whole thing is I like the premise of Rescue Bots, and I think that's why I like it so much, is because it's like something about, hey, here's these robots who are saving people.
Yeah, but I like the original Transformers. Like, here's these robots trying to save their planet versus a tyrannical government who, yeah. So Megatron versus the Autobots trying to save, what's the planet called? Gosh,
Cybertron.
Cybertron. Think I was like Omnicron, and I'm like, no.
If you ever get the chance, watch the series Transformers Prime.
That's a great one. I've watched it all twice.
It is. Oh, it's so good.
I'm currently watching Transformers Battle for Cybertron on Netflix or Hulu. Can't remember which one it is. That one's pretty good. It like takes the essence of what the old Transformers was and brings it into a modern animation era.
Okay.
It's actually pretty dang good. I was surprised. I'm still watching it now though. But yeah, they bring back the old style of Transformers and stuff like that. It's like I didn't even recognize Bumblebee at first. I thought it was Cliffjumper, but I forgot what old Bumblebee looked like.
The Volkswagen Beetle.
Well, kind of the more like the space Volkswagen Beetle, and you know how he has like the horns on his head.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
Yep, that's what this version is. And I was like, why is Cliffjumper yellow? And then they're like Bumblebee, and I'm like, that's Bumblebee, right? That is Bumblebee. Oh my gosh.
Well, anyways,
Okay, I think I want to do.
okie dokie.
I will put out a Cure Wound.
Ooh, very good.
So that's up to 6 foot radius sphere around me. So technically, that 60 because it's
60 foot. What's the?
It's a 30-foot
terminology?
radius, so
Yep.
that means technically
So 60
it's a 60-foot
So
circle.
So anybody within 30 feet of you in any direction, basically.
Yep. So my spell casting 12 now. with Ben.
Sorry. So mask your wounds.
Spellcasting abilities plus 12 for me. So
That's your wisdom modifier.
It's like 8 plus your wisdom modifier plus proficiency.
Nope. Just wisdom.
so just plus 6.
Correct.
Okay. So everybody within the radius and each can well up to 6 can take 17.
Sick.
Do I happen to be within 60 feet of this man?
30 feet.
30 feet.
Well, 30 feet below him, yeah.
Aren't you teleporting out of there?
No, not. Well, yeah, kind of.
Ultimately, yes, but not just yet. So 17, you said?
Yep.
All right.
Sweet. So that means I get like 93 hit points.
Pippin's still stuck at 3 hit points. Is like 1 hit points.
Yep. I see you're getting some heal.
If you see me, I'll be in the hospital. Either that or dead. I'll see you in court.
Well, you definitely know where we're going, so
Oh?
Do I really?
we did all say that we were gonna do transport via plants.
Yeah, but you never really specified where.
Yeah.
To the nearest tree or
Yeah, but
plant that we
that-
find.
Yeah, but that doesn't tell me where you're going.
And where's Pippin going?
I think we're trying to find at least a forest. Or if there's a plant inside the town, we're going for that.
Well, I mean, it has to be a plant that you've touched in the past. You'd probably have to go to the Stump Bubble Estate because that was I think that's the only plant of knowledge that you
I just
went
need to
and
know.
touched.
I just need to know the.
I thought it specified that you had to touch a plant from there to. Hold on, what's it called?
You must have seen or touched the destination plant at least
Seen.
once. Yeah, it does say seen.
I'd assume that you'd have to point it out in your mind. Otherwise, where are you going to go? Like, oh, what plant was it?
Well, that was Nyexor's turn. Actually,
Yeah,
Nyexor.
well, I haven't moved yet, but yeah.
Well, I'm sort of just assuming dashing. Nyexor. As a bonus action, make me a perception check.
That's
Okay. I need you to briefly join me in the DM chat.
Yes, briefly join him in the DM chat for the 1000th time in a row.
It's like his second time.
Begin.
All right. So you're dashing. You're a little bit ahead of everyone else, because you have a move speed of actually 120. Plus you're dashing, so that's 240. Okay. And you see out of the corner of your eye, you see two things. One, you see up ahead the base of the base of the stairs. Two, you look up through like one of the giant holes Borak has created. Borak is like repositioning his head and neck, and he's lowering them. He's lowering his head. And with that, we can go back to the others.
He's really honestly entertaining because he gives us personalized story, and then also when you have idiot,
She's gone.
it just makes it fun.
And she's gone again. I don't think she knows she's gone because I can still hear her talking. Yeah, she's talking a lot, but she can't hear us, and she also doesn't know that she's not talking. She's back. I think her mic just.
We have not been causing chaos while you were gone, so of course not. Goodbye,
Kayla. Your mic was like muted like all that time.
Kayla?
Okay, she's gone. But yeah, her perception's a 10. Pippin's is like a 1. We didn't hear like anything that you said. Your mic cut out as soon as you started.
What?
Your mic cut out as soon as you started talking your long rant, and we didn't hear anything.
I have not heard of what you have said.
Okay, Sen, you could just continue. I don't want to repeat myself again. Unless she could actually hear me this
You're
time.
laughing, but I'm confused.
We didn't hear anything you said. Your mic cut out before your long rant. Does she like have me muted or something?
I have no idea. Kayla, can you hear me?
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Was my thing broken for a second?
Your thing was your mic was broken for like a minute. Your tirade went unheard.
You're kidding me. For the love of God! Oh my! Okay, I'm done. Goodbye. I'm done.
Don't leave, please.
Oh.
Understand, that was the second time I tried to explain it. Because the first time, I was genuinely muted. The second time, something happened to my mic, apparently. So forgive me for frustration.
And are you even able to hear me?
Apparently, you also can't hear 3/4.
Oh, I might have had him quiet from last time. Let me fix that. Yep. That explains some stuff.
Whenever I repeated, you repeated yours twice. I repeated mine like 14 times, and if I went, you know what? I'm done repeating it. If she can't hear me, I ain't gonna try.
Wow, I am so sorry, my love. That's wow.
Anyway, time to continue.
All right, so Nestor will take his turn just dashing and dashing.
He was to the one of
No, I
Something
will
like- something like
briefly type up. I will briefly type up what you saw.
You're typing it to him in DMs?
Yes.
I just realized something. No, never mind. It wouldn't work like that.
Okay.
Ed.
All right. Pippin, make me a perception check.
That's a 9.
That's a 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Pippin's
You're very
perception.
focused.
I'm very focused on my task at hand. Is this the turn where it would finish? On my turn, would it finish?
It would finish and it would pop off.
Pippin's about to evacuate a whole bunch of people to Stump Bubble Estate, isn't he?
That is the plan.
Well, I can evacuate them to many places. I can tell you one place they're not going to go.
Hmm. How cruel and vindictive do I want to be?
Please have mercy on me.
Please have mercy on his soul.
Let me have this. Pippin have won victory amongst his greatest defeat.
How is this his greatest defeat?
Lorenta.
Hmm.
He was basically adopted into the school.
And he couldn't even save his own mother. Which, that's gotta hurt. So yeah, let Pippin have one victory among this. Please don't be
Pip?
cruel.
What?
I'm gonna need a dexterity save.
My dexterity is currently at 12, and I have advantage on dexterity saves. That is a nat 20. That is a 32.
Woohoo!
Okay.
You're being cruel and vindictive, aren't you?
It's either a breath weapon or something falling from the ceiling.
Give me 1 second here.
I really wish I'd taken the feat that stops me from taking all damage from any area of effect that causes me to take dex saves, because with the shield perk, you take no damage if you succeed the save, which is amazing. I need that in my life. I'll get
You
it
got
in 2
how?
turns.
You got what on your dexterity save?
32.
A nat 20.
Yeah. And my dexterity is, like I said, a 12. Sorry, actually, not a 32. My bad. I was clicked on Lifa's character. Nat 20 plus 6, so 26.
Either way, it's a nat 20.
No, you still got a nat 20, so congrats, you auto pass.
I'm just sitting here looking at my plus 18 Arcana. It's like, hey, Senku, make me a... No, wait, the DC on this is less than 19. You auto pass. That is never not going to be funny. My Arcana is insane.
Okay.
It's like he's Dr. Stone for sure.
Pippin, very briefly, join me in the DM chat.
Oh,
Okay.
no. Oh boy.
Stop it. Stop worrying.
Oh boy, I actually do feel a rumbling in my tummy. I'll be right back.
Okay. Next up is Lifa. So before Lifa takes her turn, everyone is close enough to hear this. You guys hear this,
What I miss?
There is a roaring eruption of sound and blue-white light from below you.
And what is it?
Well, Gleefa, you're next on the initiative, so what do? You can get down there.
And I'm assuming I wouldn't be able to tell from up here what it is?
Not exactly.
Did Pippin get roasted?
You don't know that yet.
I'm going to lovingly ask if I can do like a vibe check. So like
What does
just
that
a
mean?
gut reaction check. I mean,
A what check?
She could probably do an intelligence check to see if she could recognize the noise.
yeah, sure that.
I mean, it'll eat up your move.
Ew, why?
The alternative is it eats up your action.
Honestly, I would rather do the action.
Yeah, I was about to say.
That move is important right now.
Yeah, I'd rather it be my action.
Okay.
Because I was thinking that too, so. But either way, yes, I would like to do a check to see. And here's the thing, she's a cat and she can hear very, very well. So, like, if this is a sound she's ever heard before, she'll know what the sound is.
Yeah, okay, you can go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Arcana.
Right.
Okay.
She rolls a 24.
Okay.
I was gonna have some fun helping her out with my plus 18 Arcana.
Leafa, I require you in the DM chat.
Okay, I shall come. In a minute, once I figure out how to do this on my phone. I'm not used to my phone.
Slime growing flesh requires and mushrooms. I need mushrooms. Which requires mycelium. Also, thanks to my combination of materials, I now have an unlimited amount of iron hose.
Goodness.
Which means I can tear up the dirt and get lots of worms.
Guys, that was the dragon's breath attack. We gotta get down there. What if someone was down there? That's where the stairs were. That's where the bottom of the stairs were.
Yeah, I know.
Tell me that wasn't just Pippin we just saw down there.
We haven't seen him
Anybody
yet.
down there.
Sorry.
All right. Well, Leafa, that was your action and your bonus action. You have your move and your haste action. So what do you want to do?
Well, I want to get everybody to come down with me, and since she is a really good climber, she probably will be near the front of everybody. But she wants to go down and just check to see if everybody's okay, and like bring the group with her because she knows she's being dumb right now, and she has the children in a bag.
Well, at the moment, it's your turn. Nestor is absolutely, nodded in agreement that he'll be with you when his turn rolls around. So, you going on ahead, or are you going to delay your action and bring up the rear?
Because with your speed, if you go, you're going, and everybody will be way behind you.
Well, not everybody. Niaxor is just about as fast.
I was muted. I feel so dumb.
Leafa goes 200 in speed.
But like, can she go down just enough to kind of scout and then come back up to let everybody know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
That's what she's gonna do.
I am, what, 240?
She goes 100 at the moment.
Yep. Niaxor is...
She's a fast, speedy cat. Meow.
Yeah.
Niaxor is actually faster.
Yep.
With haste,
Really?
with haste, he has a
Really
move.
climbing?
Well,
What's your
with
standard move?
his normal move is 30. However, he is boosted to 60 with Rising Tide.
Ah.
Doubled to 120 with haste.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I was like, I thought he only moved like 30 or 35. Good grief.
Oh,
But,
good God.
With that being the case, Leafa, I need you back in the DM chat.
Ah.
Okay, I want to do some mathematics. Pippin.
Yeah?
How fast did you move with your combination of gear?
Yeah,
Oh, I
I
have
think
no
you need to
clue.
see him, buddy.
No, I'm running some numbers.
I have absolutely no clue what my end all speed is. It's
I mean-
a lot. It takes a lot of calculation. I got to haste. I got to dash. I got to use my flicker step boots.
What's your
Yeah.
normal speed?
My normal speed is 35.
Okay, so if we factor in haste, that would make your thing
70.
70, right?
And then it's doubled again by, so it's 70 times 2 for, so haste, it's 70, and then my flicker step boots bring it up to 140, and then my first dash brings it up to 280, and then my second dash brings it up to 560.
Okay, and what does Rising Tide do?
Just brings your movement speed up to 60.
It adds 60. It adds 30 to.
So it brings the movement speed up to 60.
So it brings me to 60 walking.
Pippin is the fastest character in this party, no matter what you guys do, just because of my flicker step boots.
I mean, I can technically walk or change spurt.
Okay, so
Yeah, but even if you have like without teleporting and stuff like that, if you just use like dashes, you can get up to 240.
Yeah. Well, at the moment, yeah.
31.496 meters per second.
So I'm going 240 right.
Jesus Christ. 70.45 miles an hour.
Here.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there's a way we can make that faster.
Oh, there's plenty of ways, but and you got to remember that's 580 feet. That's in a fraction of a second. Remember, a turn is only 6 seconds. Movement takes like a fraction of your turn. After your movement, you got to be able to make a bonus action and a regular action on top of that. So you're talking, Pippin moves 580 feet in like 1 second.
Someone actually made an optimized character build. So you want to go fast, really fast. What if I told you that a character going over 100 miles per hour is not only possible, but laughably pathetic compared to what's in Brood here?
Like,
through the use of several source books and Unearthed Arcana, your character can reach insane speeds.
Yeah. Technically, Pippin's moving about 400 miles per hour when all of his buffs are active.
Well, no, I calculated that out at 70.
No, you're going, 580 feet, and then you transfer that 500, but you move in about a second in D&D. It takes a second for you to finish your move, regardless of how fast your speed is.
Okay, so 620 times.
Pippin's movement is 580, and if you're doing that in 1 second, you're moving 580 feet per second, which is 395.455 miles per hour. Or 636 kilometers per hour.
I actually have it faster. 422 miles an hour.
Yeah, but are you doing 580 feet per second? I thought you did 620.
I was doing 560 times 300. Or let's see, 560 times 3600. Okay,
So,
you do 580?
Never mind. Let's get back to the game.
Lisa, you're going to have to reiterate what you just told me to the rest of the party.
Yep. Okay, so she gets down there, and obviously you guys can't see what's going on yet, but all you hear is her screaming with so much pain and sorrow and panic. And you guys don't know anything else except, that you heard that, and you can tell, like, oh my gosh, we need to get there.
Now!
Guys, I can get him up, like, super easily.
She's dumb, and everybody's dumb.
Whatever you do, don't revive Pippin, okay? I have something waiting.
What?
Just let him
No, we are reviving you.
No, you listen to me right now, Thunder. You let me have this. He's not dying, trust me.
I hate to tell you, but if all the characters think that they are dead, then they are going to come over to revive them. And that kind of goes for any of the characters. So, like,
I rolled my death save. I rolled a nat 20. Let Pippin have this.
Okay, then you best
make
that happen
you could
before we get over there.
Easily lose 3 in a row.
No,
I rolled my nat 20. Like I already rolled it for my turn. I rolled my nat 20, and this is cinematic. Let me have this.
Okay, fine.
It'll be on the DM's
anyway,
discretion.
you can't even get to me anyway, Thunder.
Oh, I can get to you in my next turn.
No,
easily.
Well, no, but Pippin's turn's before yours, so meh.
Well, right now, it is
Senku.
Yeah, Senku hears this, and his stomach just drops. All right, everyone, we need to be prepared for anything. And he's basically preparing to boost the party in however he can.
There's also a dragon kind of down there, so.
Yeah. So I'm going to give everyone another +5 armor class.
Okay, then.
Or I should say +6 armor class.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And I'm assuming you're running into the room?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That puts me up to 7. Oh my.
Okay.
Because Pippin needs help.
All right, Senku. You run in, and the scene before you is one of carnage. There are still robes sort of slowly falling and settling on the ground. You see limbs that look like they were so electrically charged, they were parts of bodies that exploded. There are limbs, there are piles of ash, there are spatters of blood. You, with your perception, even see, like, on the far wall, shadows, or darker spots of, and you realize, like, for as bright as this light was, there are shadows of people in the instant before they died.
Yeah. My guy's pissed.
You turn around, and staring at you through the door has been completely destroyed. It's the door halves have been blown off their hinges and splintered. But looking in, and sort of just, it's his head, rising and falling in this deep, sadistic, slow laugh, is Borax. It is Borak. His mouth slowly closing, electricity arcing between his fangs.
Principal Forge just starts. Do you ever see Principal Forge glowing? You know Principal Forge normally glows white, orangish, right?
Yeah.
It's glowing blue. Like, blue hot.
Okay, fair
That
enough.
that is how unbelievably, ungodly pissed Senku is right now.
And then, as you turn and look down, you see Lifa vigorously shaking and gently smacking the cheek of a lifeless, limp, unbreathing Pippin.
You're not there, buddy.
Soon
Yes.
I will be.
Pippin, it is your turn.
Yeah, I rolled a nat 20 on that death save.
You're automatically back up. How do you want to do this? I will admit, I'll admit I stole the heroic rescue from you. I absolutely intend to give you this.
I'm gonna bring you to the DM chat real quick. I got a couple questions.
Okay.
So Pippin, you hear him gasp like as his eyes shoot open. His eyes are bloodshot. His arm has like the imprint of like his left arm is kind of charred with the imprint of lightning running through it from the breath attack. But he sits he grabs his weapon and he slowly rises to his feet and he looks the dragon dead in the eyes. You should have killed me while you had the chance, dragon. And he'll raise up his hand and cast the cinematic components for Teleportation Circle and activate it.
Cinematic?
He means somatic.
Cinematic or systematic or somatic, whatever. He cast Teleportation Circle.
No. He casts the cinematic. That is the new way that is the new way that line goes. He casts the cinematics and everyone gets in on it.
Then he finishes and Teleportation Circle activates.
Is everyone just dashing in full bore?
Yep, and Pippin, make me, as part of this, make me an Arcana check.
All right.
You want me to boost that? I can have you roll it at advantage because I got a plus 18 in Arcana and Expertise.
All right, let's see. My Arcana is an
There, if you want his help, you can. If you want his help, you can ask for it.
Okay, yeah, I'll ask for the help.
Then have it.
So I get advantage.
+6.
Oh, +6. Ooh, sick. So instead of an 8, that's a 14. Well, that's a 32.
Okay. You do this. And
God, I love being the support caster.
If I want to use a lucky die, I would have rolled a 20, but 18's fine.
You do this, and as you're performing those components, you are drawing magic just out of thin air. You finish the casting of the Teleportation Circle. You don't actually have to expend another spell slot.
Okay. Sick.
So
Seems like Pippin learned a thing or two after dealing with that stupid circle thing. How to draw energy out of the air.
And I'll even give this to you. You're pretty sure that you're able to save the spell slot just because of how powerful a presence magically that Borak generates.
Jeez.
And what's even cooler is it's being accentuated by the glowing blue light of Principal Forge. Not orangish yellow, blue.
Actually,
Alright.
how would be his markings are glowing and his blue lightning pissed off sparks off his body.
Alright, well, Niaxor, it is your turn.
Yep. And everybody who was, and I believe, Pippin, Leafa, and Senku all got teleported already.
Yes. So, Niaxor, you are just low enough to see Pippin, prop himself up with his sword, stand up, reach a hand out, do a quick hand gesture, and you see Senku, Pippin, and Leafa vanish. You recognize that he has successfully cast a teleportation circle. and it is still going to be active. So you have an out.
All right.
Take it, take it, take it, take it.
Hush you.
Yeah. And since she's got the circle, if he teleports her out of there, then she can get the kids out of there.
Leafy, you're already teleported.
Okay, good,
Exactly.
good, good.
Yep.
Perfect. All right, wherever she is, she's. If it's safe, she's gonna open it up and let the kids out. At very least, she's gonna give them some air.
Gonna go towards the circle.
But this is actually the first time that Senku has gotten pissed enough that it's actually affected the color of his principal forge.
All right.
You can bet the next time Senku sees Borak, Principal Forge is going to end up glowing blue again.
Well, Exor, you run in. The dragon tries to whip its tail through the door to get you. And just as it's about to smack you across the head, you hit the field. You hit this shimmering column of teleportation energy, and you disappear.
Time for Nestor!
Yeah. Nestor books it as well.
We saved some people, at least.
You guys all appear at about the same time, just outside the Stump Bubble estate.
Principal Forge is still glowing blue, just a little blue, but its color is slowly winding from blue to white back to its orange color.
Melibus himself runs out to greet you, arms wide. He says, "Friends, welcome back. I didn't expect to see you so... Oh my gods, what has happened to you? Come inside immediately. You all need medical attention."
When I see that dragon the next time. When I see him.
Nestor's like, "When next time you see him, you'll run again."
I had friends there. Many friends there.
Nestor looks at you sternly and said, "And the rest of us didn't?"
I
All
know.
did. He's
We
my
all-
Instral's father, for God's sake.
Sorry, I'm just really infuriated right now. I'm so pissed off I'm calm.
You don't sound like it.
Nestor half chuckles, looks at you, Nyxor, and says, "I thought my family had issues."
Good in my... Most of them have strayed off the path.
I think you're the only one that strayed off that path. Because the path, the family was blue dragon, bad, evil. You're the one that strayed.
No, most of them have normal lives. Couple of my siblings straight off.
Well, be that as it may,
They're straying off the path. You know what I mean.
honestly, I'm with then your family has singularly strong wills. I don't think I've ever seen a more evil dragon.
Senku just gently pats Nyexor on the shoulders and says, "Trust me, if there was a path, you're the one who strayed off it. Because you are nothing but good all the way to your core." And I'm proud to call you a comrade.
And Nestor made it to the portal, right?
Oh yeah, Nestor's there.
Okay. I don't want you pulling another mirror.
Yeah, no, Nestor even, it was Nestor that said, actually Nestor just said something to the effect of, and I thought my family had issues.
Gotcha.
No, Nestor is there.
Good. I just wanted to make sure.
Although this would actually be a pretty good point to wrap it up.
We got a couple more minutes.
Because it is close to that time.
We got a few more minutes, and quite frankly,
Sure.
I'm just like, you guys are role playing the snot out of this, so we can keep chatting for a bit. By the way, Pippin, heal 40 hit points.
40?
40.
All right. Are we still going by turn order?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna pop a wand of cure wounds. That's a D20 I gotta roll, right? To see if it breaks.
If you're burning all 7 charges on it,
Yes.
then yes, you do have to roll a D20.
Okay, well, I'm gonna heal another 42. Yeah, Pippin's arm now has like a lightning burns in it.
Senku looks at Principal Forge, which is actually still kind of glowing red hot just from the blue heat of the fire. And then he says, "I didn't know that thing could get that. I didn't know this thing could get that hot."
Nestor walks over, looks at it, looks at you, and says, it's sort of bound. It's more than, you're more than attuned to it. It's attuned to you. Magic items this powerful can sort of read people's moods. Nestor will put his hand on your shoulder, look at you, smile, and say, just be sure you don't let that heat burn you up.
Yeah.
Don't let it consume you.
Got it.
I've seen what the revenge path can do to people.
Yeah. That's probably why I'm not so big on it, but Yikes.
Part of the storm tip. Like sparking lightning. I'm pissed off now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the revenge path is one I ever want to walk.
Then
You actually see Senku take a calming breath.
as you do that, Principal Forge fades from blue to back to orange. Okay. So Nestor will then, kneel down and throw his arms around Pippin. Say, never, ever give us that kind of scare again, buddy.
Senku joins in the hug.
Pippin teleports out of it and is about 10 feet away.
Oh, that's not very fair at all.
I.
He's just silent, like shaking his head.
Nestor walks over. He'll kneel down just next to you. Say, I know what you're feeling. I think we're all feeling it. Fortunately, I'm pretty sure we can bring her back.
What about the rest of them, though? You didn't watch a group of people just... No.
Nestor, stands up a little bit, or stands up and says, "Here today? No, we didn't. But we have seen it.
The Great
Bryn,
Library.
Alikos,
Bryn?
Nessa."
You see Senku open his mouth and then just shut it again.
He says this, he goes, "You may not want to walk the path of vengeance, but I embrace it. I will kill that dragon with my own hands if I have to."
We're not taking him self.
Not
None
a
of
single
us
one
can.
of them could.
Solved. On.
We will bonk you.
None of us feel good about what happened out there today. and I promise you, we will find a way to take that monster down.
Care
our
that
only
he's
chance
my
is
Insta of fire. I'm going to put him.
Trust me, Pip. We're all angry about this. But none of us
Going to-
stands a chance on our own.
Going to prove that I am.
Nestor holds out Raijin a little bit and says, I promise you guys right here and now, when the time comes and we get another crack at that thing, I am going to do to him what he's going to suffer something no blue dragon has ever suffered before. I'm going to make some lightning damage stick.
We'll be fighting it together. Senkuak puts Principal Forge on top of Raijin in a sort of... You know that whole hands on top of hands thing? That's what he's doing. We'll be fighting that guy together.
Oh, indeed.
It is at this point, you guys hear a distant rumble of thunder mostly to the east, but very slightly south. You see a storm tower rapidly bubbling up and billowing out. And it is simultaneously, like, even this far, peals and rumbles over the countryside. Nestor looks at it and says, the balance has shifted. We're looking at a whole new war.
Round up the warriors. It's time to chase.
And now we're going to end it. Did you like that one?
Oh yeah, that was epic.
Well, I mean, I know you didn't like it, but did you actually enjoy the story?
Yeah, I enjoyed the
hell
story.
yeah.
I'm gonna resent you for about 10 more seconds, but it was fun.
I'm going to hit you with every molecule of my body.
Well,
No.
you know what?
That's the mark of a good storyteller, Jen.
I appreciate that. Sometimes you do have to be absolutely brutal to the characters in a story.
Oh yeah.
It's the way they grow and it's the way they grow.
It's how
Yeah, I
good
got my moment,
roleplay is
so-
made as well too.
I will admit, I did use the old Stormbusters tagline.
Of course, I heard it. But
It was just too fitting to not use.
I respectfully disagree. Ooh. My only regret is that it had to be such a dark game session on Miss Kayla's birthday.
Birthday!
I hope you'll all join me in wishing her a
Happy birthday, Kayla.
a most happy birthday.
Happy
So-
birthday,
I think she's-
Kayla.
She did just
No, I thanks.
Happy birthday.
So now we know that Thunder and Kayla's birthdays are a week apart.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's funny, she actually shares a birthday with one of our friends. They just turned 30 today
Wait, I do?
Nice.
Oh.
with Haku.
Oh, yes, I saw that earlier. Sorry. Don't mind my dad never ages.
But Sen, if there's one thing I have to say, it's that sometimes it's good to have some darkness because it lets the light shine that much stronger.
Oh, yeah.
And the next time we get a crack at that dragon, you're going to find out why the party, if you give the party access to the big bad evil guy, they will kill him or die trying.
We already did the dying part. I'd rather win the next one.
Senku, you're going to hate me for this, but Borak is not the BBEG.
Okay, he's a big bad evil guy. He's literally the dragon.
He's the mini boss.
Well,
Oh, he's
duh,
not
that-
he's not a mini boss. Yansibin was a mini boss. Inoya was a mini boss. Rappaccini was a mini boss. He is a huge boss, but he is not the final boss.
Ah.
No, I have plans.
He's like that annoying boss in Dark Souls that means very little to what you're trying to do, but you have to get past him to continue, and it's just beefy boy.
Okay, the big bad needs a number 2. This would be the evil counterpart. He's the main villain's closest confidant or something akin to it, frequently acts as his foil, and may be seen working as the frontliner of the evil forces to personally carry out his master's orders as one of his most dangerous and competent subordinates.
Did you read that out of a wiki?
TV tropes, actually.
Sounded too perfect.
Well, he is neither of those. He is none of those things. He is at the moment tiny little peek under the hood. At the moment, he is the BBEG, but he is in no way, shape, or form the final boss. He's like the second to final boss.
I'm putting this in a general chat. If you say he's the second to final boss, that makes him the dragon to the big bad. And he's literally the dragon.
Indeed. I am so glad I was able to get access to material from the Fizbin's Treasury of Dragons.
Oh yeah.
Because that's where I was able to get most of the stats to build this guy.
Nice.
I will say, you guys did far more damage than I was expecting you to do.
Oh yeah.
You chewed through half his hit points.
Against this dragon, we are very squishy.
Yeah,
Well-
but still, bear in mind, he was far, far, far above our level, and we still did almost half his hit points in damage. That should be a testament.
That's a testament to the crystal's
yeah,
power.
strictly
That's a
speaking, you
testament
guys.
to our power. Because
The only crystal abilities that were used were the Geyser Cascade, the
Supernova.
the Supernova, and the defensive and the Wind ability, which is predominantly defensive.
But I mean, that cascade did like 200 damage. The Nova one did like 150.
yeah, but still, those crystals, even the crystals themselves, you could have all the power, you could have all the tech in the world, and not know how to use it.
Yeah, but anyone can take 5 minutes to talk to a crystal.
Maybe, but the thing is, you could have. It's like, it's not so much the crystal itself; it's the person who uses it. The best sword in the world is useless in the hands of an amateur, and in the hands of an expert, even a simple cane can be a deadly weapon.
I'm gonna go with I'm actually gonna go with Junkyard on this one. Yeah, the crystals did not make as much of a difference as you think they did. Yeah, between the offensive powers did roughly 250 damage. Because it's no secret here. He passed every save from the Geyser Cascade. So, your Supernova did 117 or 127 damage. The Geyser Cascade did let's see.
200?
Less than that, because when I had Thunder roll the 30d6.
It's like 132 or something like that.
Yeah, but that was halved entirely.
So 67 damage.
Yeah, like that was 67.
Or 66 maybe.
It was like 30 before that, so that was 90. So yeah, roughly you did 586 hit points worth of damage.
Most of that was us.
A little bit under half of that was the crystals.
Dang.
The rest of it was us.
Most of that, I admit, was Pippin.
Yeah,
critting on that Eldritch Smite.
Either way, it's not it's not just a testament to the power. Yeah, I mean, crystals are powerful, but they could be as powerful as the most powerful weapons in the game. And in the hands of someone like, say, an amateur who doesn't know how to use them, who doesn't know how to correctly analyze the situation and figure out which one would be most effective in that particular moment, it would basically be like handing a 6-year-old the keys to Kit, the Night Industries 2000. But when
I get where you're going with that, but that's not really a great example because Kit could drive itself.
Okay, let me rephrase that. A Pontiac Trans Am with all the buttons of Kit, but with none of the self-driving capability.
Fair enough. Like I said, I got where you were going with it.
It's like handing a flight sim player the keys to the space shuttle.
If you only knew.
What I'm getting at is, yeah, the crystal's power matters, but it's not the end. But the crystal's power isn't the end-all, be-all that you think it is.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have done a really good job. And this is just a testament to how well I've balanced them. You guys have done a really good job of coming into your own such that the crystals aren't these powerhouse things they used to be. You know, you're casting spells on par with, and sometimes even surpassing what the crystals could do. That's why I'm actually Like, I'm actually throwing the level 6 abilities that you guys got. They were designed, like, when I initially made them, I made them for a 3.5 game, and they were designed to be post level 20 abilities. So, catch is, you've got to really balance them. Like, do you want to throw the big gun that you're only going to get 3 of? And then you've got to wait a few days to do it again. Or do you want to, use the smaller stuff and have a bit more consistency?
My whole thing with it is the 6th level crystal ability isn't a big gun, it's a big shield. It's purely defensive, and it only lasts for 1 round. But as we've seen before, in that very episode, a lot can happen in 1 round.
Yeah, that was a particularly strategic use, because this thing has legendary actions, so it can act outside its turn. So, real props for your strategic use of that ability.
And I know
Oh, yeah.
I also knew I couldn't rely on it alone to save the party. Which is why when Nestor was really down on health, and you said that use of that crystal ability saved his butt, I said, okay, it's gonna result in me losing the +5 armor class, but I also can heal Nestor for a 7th level spell. I might only get up to level 5 spells, but I can upcast them to level 7.
Yeah.
Letting them hit just that little bit harder or heal just that little bit more. And that little bit can count for a lot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, heck yeah. We could keep talking about this at length. Unfortunately, I'm tired.
Fair.
So I will let you guys get to sleep. Congratulations on a game session well played.
And congratulations on a game session well orchestrated, Sen.
I have to say, one of my favorite parts about this, just before we leave, was like right after it all, like right after you guys got teleported out of there, you guys did all the role playing. You guys are amazing role players. All of you. Well done.
Thank you.
So no level up for our torture.
I literally just gave you a level up 2 seconds ago. No.
Nice try.
Nice try, Pip.
It really is a nice try, because I'll admit I was thinking about it.
I mean, it's somebody's birthday today.
Well,
Anyway,
I'm just messing around. You guys have a good night.
you guys
Bye,
have a
buddy.
good night, and thank you for a wonderful session. Even if it was a lot darker than normal, thank you very much for, once again, another absolutely awesome session.
You are most welcome.
Today was wonderful.
You are very welcome, Kayla. Once again, happy birthday. We'll have a belated D&D present for you next week.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. I'm excited now. Wait, why do you have to tell me a whole week in advance? It's a whole week of anticipation, good sir.
No, what? It's anticipation for something good.
Yeah, but that's a whole week of being impatient.
Well, here's my logic. If you have a really bad day, all you have to do is look at your calendar and oh, only 6 days, 5 days, 4 days until I get a thing.
Yeah.
Enough. You have good reason, good sir, but still, you are a potato. No. And no tap.
I'm heading off, guys. See ya.
So yeah.
Thank
And,
you.
Okay.
And
Night, everybody.
thank you.
Night, night.
Yep. And I'm gonna be. Oh, he's gone.
Adios.
Oh, he's
he's
back.
there.
I feel like I left just as Pip was about to say something.
It was.
Yup.
But I'm going to be talking with Kayla because I want to do some tweaking with the character, and so I wanted to let you know that I'll probably be jumping on with you to talk to you about changing up some of her stuff if she agrees to some of the changes we want to make.
That's cool.
I think it'll just make her character better for her to play.
Fair enough.
But anywho, have a good one.
Sleep well.
Yep.